Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about remaining parts of leaf modifications. In last video we already discussed two types of leaf modifications, leaf tendrils and leaf spines. Now the third one, storage leaves. In some plants, leaves stored food material. Those leaves are called storage leaves. Example, onion and garlic. In onion, all the scale leaves together stores food material, but coming to the garlic, each scale leaf stores food material separately. Let's see the diagrammatic representation of onion and garlic. See, in onion, all the scale leaves are fleshy and stores food material, and all are together form tunicated bulb. But in case of garlic, see, each scale leaf is fleshy and they stores food material, and those are arranged in separate or individual manner. Let's check the diagram carefully. The next type, fourth one, reproductive leaves. In some plants, leaves produces epiphyllous buds with adventitious roots at their leaf notches called reproductive leaves. These reproductive leaves helps in vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. Examples, bryophyllum and begonia. Now let's check the diagrammatic representation of bryophyllum. See, notches, the small incisions at leaf margin called leaf notches. These leaf notches produces epiphyllous buds with adventitious roots. See, in begonia also, so the leaf producing epiphyllous buds with adventitious roots, so which are helps in vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. The next type of leaf modification is phyllodes. Some plants which are showing pinnately compound leaves, their leaflets are short-lived. So if leaflets are short-lived means how they can perform photosynthesis. For that purpose, the petioles of these leaves becomes green flattened structures, particularly to perform photosynthesis. This type of modification is called phyllodes. Example, Australian acacia and Nepenthes. Let's see the diagrammatic representation of phyllodes of Australian acacia. See, the pinnately compound leaf contains leaflets. So slowly these leaflets are falling. So after that, petioles slowly become green flattened structure to perform photosynthesis. See how Australian acacia shows phyllodes type of modification step by step. Check it carefully in the diagram. The very last type of leaf modification is trap or insectivorous leaves. In some plants, leaves are modified to trap insects for the requirement of their nitrogen nutrition called trap or insectivorous leaves. Example, Nepenthes, Dionia, Drosera and Utricularia. In Nepenthes, the leaf apex is modified into attractive lid for attracting or trapping insects. The leaf lamina is modified into pitcher, and this leaf lamina or pitcher contains digestive enzymes or proteolytic enzymes to digest insects for their nitrogen requirement. The terminal part of petiole modified into tendrils to climbing with the neighboring plant or same plant stem branches. The basal part of petiole is modified into green flattened structure which is called phyllodes to perform photosynthesis for the preparation of food materials. You have to remember the leaf apex of Nepenthes modified into lid, leaf lamina modified into pitcher, the terminal part of petiole modified into tendril, and the basal part of petiole modified into phyllodes. You have to remember Nepenthes is also called pitcher plant, Dionia is also called Venus fly trap plant, Drosera is also called sundew plant, Utricularia is aquatic plant, but it has trap leaves. Utricularia is also called bladderwort plant. Let's see the diagrammatic representation of insectivorous or trap leaf in Nepenthes. See, the basal part of petiole modified into phylloid, the terminal part of petiole is modified into tendril, the leaf lamina is modified into pitcher, which contains proteolytic or digestive enzymes to digest insects for their nitrogen nutrition. The leaf tip or leaf apex modified into attractive lead to attract insects. To here we completed vegetative morphology completely. The root and its modifications, the stem and its modifications, the leaf and its modifications. In next video we can start reproductive morphology. Thank you.